It's Youth Month, and tonight in studio I have young people who are making a difference in their communities. Lord Convoys Foundation was founded in the 18th of January 2018. It's a group of young people who came together to do charity works and have already donated for 11 homes since they started. They donate food, clothes and other essential items. We also have the Youth Develops the YDN Academy, which is an initiative founded by 3 ambitious BCom accounting students from the University of Johannesburg. The main goal of this initiative is to equip grade 11s and 12 and gap year students with the skills and knowledge. And joining us in studio is Dukelo Motswaune and Cloud Berkey, founders of Lord Convoys Foundation. And we're also joined by Dimpo Tobejane, founder of YDN Academy. A very warm welcome to you, and thank you so much for joining us here in the studio.
Thank you so much for having us.
And I will start with you, sir, right here in front of me. Yes. What is Lord Convoys Foundation all about? When was it established?
Okay, so basically it's a group of young guys that decided to come together and give back to the community. We're based in the Vaal area. This started on the 3rd of January? 3rd of January or so. Yeah, so it's a concept that initially we spoke about it last year. And 3rd of January, we're like, let's just put this on the move and let's run with it.
But I think in the Vaal area, there's a lot of, do you call them convoys? Or, yes.
Absolutely. There's quite a number of convoys, but in this case, there's just a lot that you find that they're not doing really much work. They just basically come together and have a good time, and that is it. We felt there's an urge to come together and actually do something productive in that coming together and see what we can do for our community. And looking at
what you're saying, that you're different, you're giving back to the community.
Absolutely.
What more are you giving to the communities?
So in specific, in these jobs that we do, we try to get as much food as we can, as much as, say, maybe blankets and clothes as well. So in all essence, it's basically trying to give those people all the essentials that they need to at least get through the night or get through the week. We're not trying to change the world. We're basically trying to touch lives, and say maybe through support and recognition, we can do greater things together as South Africa.
I hear you talking about food, blankets as well. I know that most of the time at schools, what they usually do is that every Friday, each learner brings a tin of food. In your case, how does it work? How do you end up collecting those items?
Well, what we basically do is would put together an event like the one we had on the 27th of April, which was Freedom Day. We had an event where we invited people around Vaal, around Soweto, because we had a group from Soweto that drove all the way to the Vaal to tag along the convoy. And your entrance was two cans of tin stuff. So how we basically do this is that we put an event together. We try and get people to donate on the specific day. So we don't charge you 40 Rand to participate or whatever the case may be. We charge you either through tin stuff or we charge you a blanket or whatever the case may be. But that's how we collect everything. Yeah.
I just want to remind our viewers at home that you're more than welcome to actually call in, and if you want to, you can also just give us comments or ask questions to our guests here in studio. I also have Dimpo Tobejane, founder of YDN Academy. Tell us more about that. I know that you're concentrating more on the youth of the community, mostly grade 11s, 12, and those who have taken a gap year, in order to make sure that the career that they choose is the best career to actually also give back to the community at the end of the day. Okay,
this initiative was founded by myself, Yvonne and Nolwazi in 2015. The reason we founded it was we were still studying BCom accounting, and I remember one of I think it was Nolwazi in particular. She was going through a financial crisis and very worried about what would happen next, and questioning whether or not doing accounting was the correct career path for her. So we thought, you know what, we were not properly put into the proper research, and we're not exposed enough earlier in high school to different career paths. So we're very quick to choose engineering, very quick to choose being a doctor or being a teacher. But we don't know of other opportunities, and there are so many, and there are, you have to look at the things that are in demand. So we just basically trying to make everyone happy except ourselves, because we lack the research. So yeah, that's the reason why we initially started this whole initiative. Just to broaden someone's mind, and just to broaden the opportunities, and connect the child with the marketplace, or connect the child with the bursaries. Yes.
So you're saying that the youth is still choosing careers that have limited job opportunities. As we know that we're looking at Youth Month, and we know that unemployment is sky high at this point.
Yes, that's what. So right now we're busy with the June-July Career Expo on the 21st of July, which coincidentally happens to be Nelson Mandela Month.
Okay.
So we're just trying to curb the whole unemployment crisis, because you find that sometimes the platforms that employers use are not really what we're in touch with. If everything is posted on social media or the internet, it might not be accessible to the next person. So us making it a vibrant event, calling in performers, having MCs and motivational speakers, that's something that people can look forward to. So we have many ways that we're going to create the vibe so that we can get 700 students. We're targeting 700, 600 coming from Sunway Park High School and Rege Park, and then 100. We're planning on advertising it. This is basically the second platform we're using. Advertising for the young child to write a motivational letter to YDN Academy at gmail.com, motivating the reasons why they feel that they deserve to come to this expo, because it is going to expose them to so many opportunities.
And now on the line we have Mbali calling from Alex. Thank you so much for joining us. What is your comment or question this evening?
Hi, how are you guys doing tonight?
We're doing well, thank you, Mbali.
Good, thanks. I have a question for the woman who was just speaking right now.
Yes.
How, from kids who are from rural areas, supposed to access and know about this expo?
All right. Thank you so much, Mbali, for that question. Dimple, you heard that question?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Since this is our first annual Career Expo, we're planning on making it a very big event so that it's recognized by other companies. So that if we know there's a demand, we can then move to areas such as Free State and areas where people are relatively in poverty. So for now, this is just touching base. But if you really want to come to this event, you can still write to me on ydnacademy@gmail.com. Motivate your story, and you never know, we might hook you up with some transport to come to the expo.
All right. And Claude, how has the community accepted this foundation? Like we spoke earlier, that most of the time convoys are not seen as people who give back to the community. It's just to have fun and enjoy those social moments that we usually have.
If there's one age group that really gives us love, it's the kids, you know, because kids come out running on the streets and they see these nice, beautiful VWs driving down the road.
Yeah, true.
And we always, whenever we do a convoy, we would drive out with packets of sweets for the kids. So we'll dish out sweets, you know. At the same time, there's a lot of old people that also, because you know there's a whole stigma behind VW drivers. We either wrecking homes or, you know, as per social media, you know. Yeah, but honestly speaking, the communities in Davao, they've really welcomed the whole concept. There's a club called Pinnacles in Davao. The owner actually approached us and asked us if he could work with us, and we were grateful, and we granted him the opportunity as well. Slowly but surely, we're growing in Davao. There are people that send us emails that are asking, hey guys, we're hungry, can you guys do this for us? Can you guys bring us blankets? Can you do this? Can you do that? Unfortunately, we don't have sponsorships. Everything that we do comes from our own pockets. You know, yeah, we don't have anybody that actually is standing there and saying, hey guys, I'm gonna give you guys so much to do this, to do that, or whatever the case might be. But yes, the VAL area has welcomed Lord Convoy, and they're happy. They get very, very happy when they see Lord Convoy on the road.
Tugelo,
Yes.
it's Youth Month.
Absolutely.
How are you planning on giving back to the youth this month?
What we actually planned for the month of June was basically to bring young people together, specifically the people that say maybe like us. Take for us, for an individual like me, for instance. I come from a small town called Walkerville, and the main purpose is to basically bring all the young people together and say maybe find a bigger objective. In this case, on the 16th, we're thinking of just having something like a career day kind of thing. So say maybe, you know, you find, say maybe in the convoy there's a paramedic, there's a doctor, there's a dentist, there's a banker, there's, you know, there's so many different sectors that we come from, and we feel like what we do for a living will actually help the greater, say maybe the next kid that was basically in grade 9, grade 10, that is looking up. You know, it's also motivation for them to go to school and make sure that, you know, not lose hope, and always know that, you know, with education, there's nothing more than that. You have to, that's where it starts.
All right, and
Absolutely.
we have a viewer who has called in. Dimakatso, thank you so much for calling in. What's your comment or question this evening?
Hello, my sky. Hello to Nalidi Viata how ne kirata show ya how. Kopelo butisa gore kopa di contact detail ne sa expo ya lona. Thank you ne ki Dimakatso from Soshanguve go di BB. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, Dimakatso from Soshanguve. I will make sure that we do give you those contact details. They will be on our Twitter handle at AfroWorldView, #AfricaTonight. And just coming back into the studio, we've you touched on Career Expo as well, Tokelo.
Absolutely.
I wanted to get more from the NYD. In terms of your career expos, like people are trying to find out, in terms of resources, what do you use in order to actually find out what personalities or talents a learner has? How do you work around that in order to give them a direction into which career should they be heading into? Yes.
Okay, so what's the companies and authorities that are actually helping us with doing this are the ones that are out there right now and actively giving bursaries, internships, and job shadowing and so on and so forth. So basically on the day, we'll have all types of, every matric is invited from those 2 schools and those 100 schools. So already by the time you're in matric, you already know what you want to, you know the career path that you're taking. You know that you're a commercial person, or you know that you're a scientific person, a mathematical person, or a technical person. So at the expo, we have different types of companies that are exhibiting those fields. So we have, for instance, we have Lukazi Civil Engineers, we have TITA, we have Bank CETA, we have a boiler making authority, TITA, we have a computer science company, Sky Code, we have Pick and Pay for agriculture. So there's a variety. If a child is doing, for instance, physical sciences, they can choose from everything, because physical sciences opens up your choices. And for a child that's not doing physical sciences and is doing maths lit or maths lit and tourism, there's still something out there for you. So already by grade 12 you have an idea, but here it's just to make sure that we strengthen what you're heading towards, and we provide opportunity there for you.
All right, I have Alex calling from Val. Alex, what is your comment or question this evening?
Good evening to you and the guests in the studio.
Good evening, Alex.
Congratulations for AfroWorldView. Hopefully the contract or the bid will be won when the time comes in August, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much. We're crossing fingers, of course.
We're very proud of Mr. Jimmy Mangi as one of the black strategists who have owned the first black media company.
Yes, of course.
Coming back to the topic of the day, actually, I'm calling just to discourage this habit that I've seen it developing, especially in a place like Vaal, whenever somebody is just giving to the poor or to the needy ones, and you just take an advantage of showing off that kind of a very good thing that people could do. I do not think that when somebody assists somebody, you should then take pictures, you put it on TV and whatsoever. So as I'm calling today, I've got a number of people that I've actually assisted in life in order for them to be where they want to be. But I've never taken a picture when I give help. So I'm just calling to make that statement, basically.
All right. Thank you so much, Alex, for that comment. I'm going to bring this one over to you, of course. How do you want to respond to this one?
Honestly, a lot of people that give back lately, they do it for show. The only reason why we would post the picture, or the reason why we're here today, it's basically Lord Convoy saying, whoever's out there that has money and would like to help others, we are here, we're doing it, and you can do it on your own, or you can help us, you know, in helping other people. I understand the caller's concern. I mean, obviously, it wouldn't be nice if I was walking down the road and I was given something, and the person takes a picture of me and posts it for the whole world to see, you know. But Lord Convoy doesn't take pictures of the person that we're actually helping out. We normally take pictures of the food or the people, that will be us, the family that's actually driving out. We don't take pictures of people's faces or the homes or whatever the case might be.
Absolutely. And just to add on to that, as Alex was saying, Alex said quite a while back there's a person that he actually helped. Now, if we can actually put a person that thinks like Alex in terms of helping people, and let's say maybe there's 20 of Alexes, what can we do, must I see 20 instead of one? So in terms of the unity, us coming together also brings a good impact of going the right direction, you know. I always believed in unity, the volume is higher or the calling is louder. And obviously we also have to appear on social media and things like that, obviously, because there's a page on social media where people can get us or contact us from. So hence we'll have to have, say, maybe footage in certain instances.
Okay, and Dimpo, just in closing, where is your next career expo? Just in 2 seconds.
Okay, the next one, I'm actually looking at doing it in Walkerville.
Oh, all right then.
Yes, so in the same area as them, I'm planning on doing it there.
Oh, that's great.
Hopefully we'll all work together and just do this very big event.
All right, thank you so much for joining me, guys, in studio.
Thank you
It
so
was
much
a
for
lovely
having us.
discussion. That was Tukelo. We also had Claude, founders of Lord Convoys Foundation. We also had Dimpo Tabajane, founder of YDN Academy, just giving us some more details, as we know that it was a group of young people who are actually giving back to the community. And right now, Africa Tonight will take a short break. We'll be back with more news and updates. Stay tuned.